play. From Soldier Field in Chicago, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2000. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in Week 2. Now, Dion Lewis to return. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And this is picked up by the Bears.
A fumble on the play. Recovered by the Bears.
It's hard enough to play on the road in this league as it is, but to start on the road with a fumble on the opening kickoff, just not the precedent you obviously want to set.
Not at all, and now it's just words because...
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. So here now the Bears offense for their first drive of the game. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who have helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job,
A gain of 9.
QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff.
At the Giants' 46-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in Week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. How about this for an opening drive decision? You got 4th and short, just outside of field goal range in all likelihood. What do you do?
I'm going for it. I've got to go get it right now. I want to establish a tone. It's early in the game. I want to let my offense know that I believe in them. And you know something else? I let my defense know I believe in them also by taking that gamble. If we don't get it, it's okay. You guys will cover for me.
And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. A solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of a game, the good players, things turn out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
New York.
The numbers in last week's contest for Ingram: 6 catches, 62 yards.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
Barkley, the Giants.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
Gain of 6. And it's 3rd.
And Tate's got it. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A gain of 11 on the play.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat. Complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. 2nd and 11. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And now it's third down.
Third down and the 11.
Back to throw again. Over the middle to Beckham. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the Bears. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And to give this time to the tailback. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
He's brought down at the 31. A gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 9.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
First and 10.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Push him back. Push him back.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to Demetrius Harris, the tight end. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The numbers for him from a week ago: 5 catches, 56 yards, and a touchdown.
And most teams mark down big plays as ones that gain 10 yards or more. He certainly has big playability, and we just saw it on display.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
24-yard line.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
2nd and a yard.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Another carry for the running back.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead him to 4th down. Eddie Pinheiro on now for the Bears. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first.
Giants nothing.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And he returns this to the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now taking downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And the Giants first down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Quickly into the hands of Beckham. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
The first down pass.
Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammate's going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. The Bears in good field position to start out first and 10 at their own 37. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Blake Martinez, second in the league in tackles last year, gets another there.
Brings up second and
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
with the score Bears 3, Giants nothing.
Second and 7. Now a handoff looking right. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
No gain on the play. Brings up third down and 7.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
First and 10.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Ball carried by number 30.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the third down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then, they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. They've been faced with a tough test today here. Crowd's been really good. They're struggling. He's struggling. We'll see if they can pick things up.
And the crowd has had an impact, and they feel good about that because he's not playing very well, not getting the ball to the right places, not doing the things he normally does. He's got to find a way to turn it around against this hostile group.
Yeah, because on the road, don't you look to your quarterback a lot?
You have to, because you certainly can't look to the crowd to help you. They're there to be against you, so your quarterback has to lead you, and the best way he can do it is to play well.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
The Giant ball carrier.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end.
The pass. Completion.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Barkley. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB.
Saquon Barkley, the
play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Bears take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the 2nd quarter. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Second and 11 now. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards on the pickup.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 23. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. That catch good for only a couple.
It's 2nd and 8 at the Giants' 21-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. This will be caught inside the 10. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one goes for 16 yards and sets him up 1st and goal.
As the field starts to get condensed, the defense likes that a lot because now you don't have as much space to cover, but a well-run corner route there.
A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. Again, he'll drop to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. A line of scrimmage once again, the 5, as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Interested to see what they dial up here. 3rd and goal with a lot of green between them and the end zone. That's complete right around the 8. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
For the field goal, a 21-yard attempt.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0.
Giants nothing.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
At their own 27-yard line.
A reminder, still some good games coming up here in Week 2 of the NFL. Later tonight, a rematch from that Super Bowl a few years back. New England visits Seattle up in the Northwest. And then on Monday night, we'll be there. The first regular season NFL game ever played in the state of Nevada. The New Orleans Saints and the Las Vegas Raiders from Allegiant Stadium. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and long. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. The big fella. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling. Graham Gano on for the extra point. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Back out onto the field comes Allen Robinson. With them losing here in the second quarter and his limited productivity so far, you'd have to think they're going to try to look to him a little bit more, right?
I would guess you would start to see maybe some quick screens, some hitches, anything to get the ball in his hands quickly and let him try and do some damage after the catch. Or maybe just flip some formations and keep him isolated where it's more of a one-on-one route and get the ball to him.
I say just 4 verts, right?
Hey, why not? 4 verts. One of the best routes in football. Hard to cover each guy all the way along the route.
So far, just 1 catch for him. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Bears.
Let's just lean on the word good here, partner. Good way to start the second half. Good safe throw, and a good quick first down as well.
Bears 6.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around.
All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
Graham Gano.
The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
Tackle made by Julian Love. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block him. They were on him in a hurry.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. So now the Giants set to take over on offense. They're on top here. They've got the football 1st and 10, trying to erase the memory of the loss last week to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Taken down.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll run it again with Barkley.
Saquon Barkley.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now back to throw. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they begin this drive in very precarious field position inside their own 5.
And remember, this is a defense that's already scored once in this game, so you've got to really take care and make sure that you're blocking these guys to try and wedge the ball out from the shadow of your own end zone.
And to give this time to the tailback. And the stiff arm proved fruitful for a second, but the daylight quickly snuffed out. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the 2nd half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. And he'll give it here to his running back. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's caught by Jackson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 43. On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense, because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point, and what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a 1st down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front, because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
From Down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Watch the run.
They're going to look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
At the 4-yard line.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Bears. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
They all understand that even after that loss on 1st down, they've got a field goal attempt in their back pocket. But here on 2nd and goal, this is the time you take your shot at the end zone, I believe. Go ahead and go for the big shot right now, knowing you can always come back and kick a field goal on 4th down if you can't advance.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? This will be caught at about the 6. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Cordero Patterson. Taking the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen. Losing yardage back at the 27. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. On the NFL scoreboard, 3rd quarter now in Lambeau. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
34-yard line. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of the 1st down.
At their own 20-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle to Beckham. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
A gain of 26.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
New York.
Looking to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. And credit that sack to Robert Quinn. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And that will be incomplete.
Throwaway and incomplete. Coverage on the play.
4th and very long coming up. You're out of field goal range. I don't know that you can go for this.
Well, I know that you want to, right? You know that they want to say, hey, let's go for this. We've got the perfect play drawn up. Let's do it. But I wouldn't go for it either. I agree with you totally. You're only down 1 score. Punt it. Let your defense pick you up.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And after a sluggish start, he's really bounced back. The numbers bear that out.
And you're a baseball guy, partner. How many at-bats over the course of a baseball season?
Oh, boy, 4 in a game.
Yeah, about 4 in a game.
4 times 162.
350 or so, right? Sometimes it takes a while for a guy to get going. That's my point. It's not the first few carries. You don't worry about that. As they go along, get that guy lathered up, get those blocking assignments down. Those 2-yard gains turn into bigger gains as the game moves along.
Caught out left side by Robinson. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Bears. 1st and 10 at the 20.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the 1st. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now here's a throw that's complete, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50.
Bears. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. from the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And they'll get this down to the 10. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier. Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Field goal, a 20-yard attempt.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
Giants 7.
So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And now out come the Giants. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack. I don't care if you're taking it round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. The Giants on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
In this situation, the dictation is coming from the defense, right? They're going to tell you, you can have 6, 7 yards, do that all the way downfield. Let's just go ahead and take the time off the clock. I think they've got to start attacking vertically a lot more.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And Tate's got it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Back to throw again. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. First down now, but the clock continues to move. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Saquon Barkley, incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
That is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up the first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. His first career touchdown pass, and, you know, it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it, but even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
The Bears offense ready to get going again. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The 20. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bears will extend their lead.
Well, that's a good-looking rookie right there. I love how he let the play set up and then showed that explosiveness that I saw on tape in college. Remember I showed you the clip of what he was doing and setting up blocks, and then he would just go? We saw it on that play right there. That one was fun to watch.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will make it into the end zone, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And those numbers, they kind of tell the story of his game so far. Started off not so hot, now he's really heated up.
And remember, he signed up for duty as the guy who leads the team, right? The field general, the signal caller. So when things go rocky early, he can't just exit out and ask someone else to pick things up. He's got to do it himself, and that's what he's done here in this game.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, they'll look timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Finds his tight end, Ingram. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Good coverage that time by Malcolm Butler.
He was covered by Malcolm Butler.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting